Welcome to the Storyteller, where we don't just talk about success, we take you deep into the mindset of the people who live it. If you ever wonder why some people break through and achieve extraordinary things, while most stay stuck in the same loop, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about the mindset of high achievers. I want you to see yourself differently, not as an average person trying to make it, but as a future winner who is already building the life you've always wanted. So sit back, take a deep breath, and lean in, because today, I'm going to take you inside the mind of the top 1%. And if you stay with me till the end, you won't just feel motivated, you'll know what to do next. Let's begin. Chapter 1, Own Your Mind, the Foundation of Success. High achievers know one thing that average people don't. Success starts in the mind, long before it shows up in real life. Let me tell you a story. The story of Sarah, the turning point. Sarah grew up in Ohio. She wasn't special. At least, that's what everyone told her. She was a quiet kid in class, the one nobody picked first for sports, the one who felt invisible. By the time she turned 23, she had a regular job at a diner, minimum wage, bills piling up, and a dream in the back of her mind she never dared to say out loud. One day, something changed. She was on her break, sitting in her car, scrolling through her phone, when she came across a video about mindset just like the one you're watching right now. The speaker said something that hit her in the gut. Your life is a reflection of your thinking. If you want to change your life, you must change what's happening in your head first. For the first time, Sarah realized she had been living on autopilot, blaming her past, blaming her parents, blaming the town she lived in. And in that moment, she decided, no more blaming, no more excuses. That was the first step of her transformation, the secret every high achiever knows. If you study most successful people in America, Oprah Winfrey, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Serena Williams, they all have one thing in common. They own their mind. They take 100% responsibility for their thoughts, emotions, and actions. They don't wait for someone to save them. They don't waste years complaining about what's not fair. They build a new story in their mind and then live it, reprogramming your brain. Your brain is like software. If it's running on old negative code, I'm not good enough, I never get lucky, life is unfair, you will keep getting the same results. But the good news is you can rewrite the code. Here's how. 1. Catch your thoughts. Every time you say something negative about yourself, stop and replace it. Example. Instead of "I can't afford that," say, "I'm figuring out how to afford that." 2. Visualize your future. Spend 5 minutes every morning seeing yourself as the person you want to be, not just in vague terms. See the house, the job, the body, the freedom. Your brain starts to believe it when you repeat it enough. 3. Choose your circle wisely. In America, there's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. High achievers know this. They spend time with people who push them forward, not pull them down. The hard truth. Here's the part that might hurt. Your current life, the money in your bank, the shape of your body, the energy you feel, is a result of your mindset over the last 5 years. If that bothers you, good, because that means you still have the power to change it. High achievers don't waste energy arguing with reality. They accept where they are. Then they build a plan to get where they want to go. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the version of you that is living your dream life 5 years from now. What do you see? What car are you driving? Where do you wake up in the morning? Who are you with? What kind of work are you doing? Hold that picture in your mind. Now tell yourself, I am becoming that person. My actions from today forward will take me there. This is a foundation. This is how you start thinking like a high achiever. Sarah went home that night, grabbed a notebook, and wrote down 10 things she wanted to change. She didn't know how she was going to do it, but she knew she had to start. She took a deep breath, ripped up an old list of complaints she kept in her drawer, and threw it in the trash. That was the night she became the architect of her own future. You can have that moment too. Tonight, right now, if you own your mind, you own your future. If you let the world control your thoughts, you will live by the world's rules. This is the first secret of high achievers. They master their inner game before they ever win in the outer world. Chapter 2. Embrace the struggle. Success loves pressure. High achievers have a secret that most people don't want to hear. Struggle is not the enemy. Struggle is the training ground. Think about every great American story you've heard. Rocky Balboa running up those Philadelphia steps, training until his legs almost gave out. Michael Jordan getting cut from his high school basketball team and turning that pain into fuel to become the greatest player of all time. Thomas Edison failing over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb that changed the world. These stories inspire us because they remind us that the path to greatness is supposed to be hard. Meet Daniel, the college grind. Let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel grew up in Texas, in a small town where football was everything. He wasn't the biggest or the fastest, but he loved the game. He dreamed of playing at a Division I school, but every coach told him he was too small. Instead of quitting, Daniel woke up at 4:30 every morning. He trained before school. He stayed after practice, running extra drills. While other kids were hanging out at the mall, Daniel was in the weight room. By senior year, he still didn't have a scholarship, but instead of feeling sorry for himself, he walked on at a local university and kept working. 3 years later, he earned a starting spot. For years later, he walked across that graduation stage with a degree and signed a free agent contract with an NFL team. Daniel learned what every high achiever learns. The struggle you're in today is shaping the strength you'll need tomorrow. Why pressure is your friend? Most people avoid pressure. They stay comfortable. They choose the easy route. And that's why they stay average. But pressure is what turns coal into diamonds. It's what turns ordinary people into legends. When you embrace the struggle, you build resilience, the ability to get back up after every failure. You develop discipline, doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. You gain confidence, because every time you survive a tough situation, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you thought. The American spirit. One thing I love about the American dream is this. It was built by people who face insane levels of struggle. Immigrants who came with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. Farmers who worked the land through storms and droughts. Mothers and fathers who worked 3 jobs just to give their kids a better life. High achievers carry that same spirit today. They don't see struggle as punishment. They see it as the price of admission for greatness, turning pain into fuel. Here's a practical way to do this. 1. Stop asking, why me? Instead, ask, what can I learn from this? Every setback has a lesson hidden in it. 2. Write down the hard things you survived. You'll start to see a pattern. You've made it through 100% of your hardest days so far. You are stronger than you think. 3. Use pain as a trigger for action. Instead of letting rejection or failure paralyze you, use it as motivation. They said I couldn't do it? Watch me. Story of Tesla and SpaceX. Take Elon Musk. In 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were on the verge of collapse. He had invested almost every dollar he had. People called him crazy. He was sleeping on friends' couches because he couldn't pay rent. But he didn't quit. He used that pressure as fuel. He focused harder, worked longer, and found a way to keep both companies alive. Today, Tesla is one of the most valuable companies in the world, and SpaceX is literally sending rockets into space. That's what happens when you embrace the struggle instead of running from it. Your struggle is your training. Right now, you might be going through something heavy. Maybe you're behind on rent. Maybe you're in debt. Maybe you just lost your job. Maybe your relationship fell apart. Listen to me. This is not the end of your story. This is your training season. This is the chapter that will make your victory story even more powerful later. But you have to stay in the fight. You can't quit now. Starting today, I want you to do this. Whenever you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or under pressure, say out loud, "This is making me stronger. I was built for this." Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes your default response to challenges. Daniel didn't become a college football player because life was easy. He became one because life was hard, and he kept showing up anyway. You have that same ability inside you. The question is, will you embrace the struggle or will you run from it? Because high achievers don't run. They lean in, they take the hit, and they keep moving forward. And when they finally win, they look back and say, that struggle made me who I am. Chapter 3, Laser Focus. Cut the noise. If Chapter 1 was about owning your mind and Chapter 2 was about embracing the struggle, then Chapter 3 is about something even more crucial. Because once you know what you want, and once you're ready to fight for it, there's one more test waiting for you. Can you stay focused long enough to make it happen? The biggest threat to your success. Let's be honest. The world today is louder than ever. Your phone buzzes every few minutes. Social media keeps you scrolling for hours. Everyone's got an opinion on what you should be doing. And here's the truth. Distraction is the number one dream killer. It's not that people aren't smart enough. It's not that they don't work hard enough. It's that they keep splitting their energy between too many things. Meet Lisa, the side hustle queen. Lisa was an ambitious young woman from California. She wanted to be successful, really successful. So she tried everything. One year, she started an Etsy shop. Then she got into drop shipping. Then she tried affiliate marketing. Then she started a YouTube channel. Then she jumped into crypto. Every time something got hard, she quit and moved to the next shiny object. 5 years went by. Lisa was tired, broke, and more confused than when she started. Then she met a mentor who told her something that changed everything. You don't need more ideas. You need to finish one. The power of focusing on one thing. High achievers are ruthless about focus. They pick one mission and commit to it until it works, or until it's clear that it won't. Jeff Bezos focused on building Amazon for years before it became profitable. Warren Buffett spends most of his day reading and thinking because he knows clear decisions require focus. Kobe Bryant used to wake up at 4 a.m. and train before anyone else was in the gym because he knew that focus compounds. The 1% rule. Here's something that can change your life. If you get 1% better every day, by the end of 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than you were when you started. But you can't get 1% better if you're switching goals every month. You need to stay on one path long enough to see results. How to cut the noise? Here's a step-by-step process you can start today. 1. Pick one major goal. Not 5, not 10. 1. 2. Remove distractions. Turn off notifications. Delete the apps that waste your time. Set boundaries with friends who constantly interrupt your focus. 3. Time block your day. In the U.S., top performers use time blocking. They set aside specific hours where they only work on the thing that matters most. 4. Track your progress. Use a simple notebook or app to measure what you accomplish each day. What you measure improves. The price of saying yes. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to your dream. High achievers are not afraid to say no. No to pointless meetings. No to drama. No to anything that doesn't bring them closer to their goal. The Navy SEAL mindset. Navy SEALs are trained to block out everything except the mission. They are taught to think only about the next step, the next mile, the next rep, the next breath. That level of focus is why they can succeed in impossible conditions. And that's exactly what you need to adopt for your own mission. The before and after. Lisa took her mentor's advice. She shut down all but one of her projects and focused entirely on her YouTube channel. She stopped watching Netflix at night and spent those hours scripting videos. She stopped checking Instagram 50 times a day and used that energy to edit content. 6 months later, she hit her first 10,000 subscribers. A year later, she was making enough to quit her job. That's the power of laser focus. Practical exercise. Do this right after this video. Write down your top 3 goals for the next 12 months. Circle the one that would change your life the most if you achieved it. Commit to focusing 80% of your energy on that one goal for the next year. This is what high achievers do. They don't try to do everything. They pick the thing that matters most. And they go all in. Focus is your superpower. It's the difference between being busy and being productive. The average person is scattered. The high achiever is locked in. And if you want to join the top 1%, you must train yourself to cut the noise and stay focused on what truly matters. Chapter 4. Take massive action. Execution over perfection. You've owned your mind. You've embraced the struggle. You've cut the noise and focused. But here's the truth. None of it matters if you don't act. The execution gap. Most people don't fail because of a lack of knowledge. They fail because they never execute. They keep reading books. They keep watching videos. They keep planning. But they never start. High achievers are different. They take imperfect action. They move before they feel ready. The story of Mike, the gym owner. Mike was a 27-year-old personal trainer from Florida who always wanted to open his own gym. For 3 years, he kept saying, "One day, I'll open my place." He wrote down business plans. He priced out equipment. He waited for the perfect moment. But that perfect moment never came. Then, one day, his mentor said something that hit him hard. "Mike, if you don't act now, a year from now, you'll still be talking about this dream. And someone else will open the gym you should have opened." Mike decided he was done waiting. He borrowed money, signed a lease, and opened a small, rough-around-the-edges gym with second-hand equipment. It wasn't perfect, but it was real, and people came. Today, Mike runs one of the most successful training centers in his city. Stop waiting for perfect. Here's a mindset shift that will change your life. Done is better than perfect. High achievers know that they can improve things along the way, but they can't improve something that doesn't exist. Why speed matters. In the U.S. business world, speed wins. Amazon became what it is today not because it was perfect at the start, but because it moved faster than anyone else. Jeff Bezos said it best. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask which seat. Just get on. The faster you act, the faster you get feedback. The faster you get feedback, the faster you learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you win. How to overcome procrastination. If you struggle with overthinking, here are 4 powerful steps to get into action mode. 1. The 5-second rule. Count backward. 5-4-3-2-1. Then do the thing. Don't give your brain time to talk you out of it. 2. Break it down. Instead of thinking about the whole mountain, focus on the first step. Example, don't write a book. Just write 1 page today. 3. Create urgency. Set deadlines. Tell a friend. Post your goal online. Public accountability will push you to move. 4. Celebrate small wins. Every time you act, reward yourself mentally. It reinforces the behavior. Sports example, Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't become the greatest quarterback of all time by waiting to feel motivated. He practiced longer, studied harder, and showed up every single day. Even after winning 7 Super Bowls, he kept acting like a rookie trying to earn a spot. That's why he's a legend. Massive action is not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle. Turn fear into fuel. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that you're about to do something important. Every high achiever feels fear, but they don't let fear make the decision. They act anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That's how businesses are started. That's how books are written. That's how dreams are turned into reality. Challenge for you. Think of the thing you've been procrastinating on. The business idea. The fitness goal. The phone call you've been avoiding. Tonight, take 1 step toward it. Send the email. Make the plan. Sign up for the class. Post your first video. Take 1 step and watch the momentum build. The domino effect. Once you take that first action, the next one becomes easier. Action creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates more action. This is why high achievers look unstoppable. Because they are moving so fast. Fear can't catch up with them. Mike didn't wait until he had the perfect gym. Tom Brady didn't wait until he had the perfect throw. They acted and they got better along the way. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You just need the courage to take the first step. And if you do, you'll wake up one day realizing that your dream is no longer a dream. It's your life. Chapter 5. Never stop growing. Legacy and long-term winning. You've owned your mind. You've embraced the struggle. You've focused. You've taken massive action. But here's the truth that separates good from great. High achievers never stop. The danger of arrival. Most people slow down once they hit their first goal. They get a promotion and they relax. They make a little money and they stop learning. They get in shape and then they slip back into old habits. High achievers know this is dangerous because success is never final. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Meet Angela, the lifelong student. Angela was a nurse in Chicago who dreamed of starting her own wellness clinic. After years of hard work, she finally made it happen. She could have stopped there, but she didn't. She kept learning about nutrition, psychology, and fitness. She kept attending seminars and hiring mentors. Today, Angela runs 3 successful clinics, speaks at health conferences across the country, and mentors other nurses who want to become entrepreneurs. Angela understands the rule of high achievers. The moment you stop growing, you start dying. The growth mindset. In America, we love underdog stories. But what we really admire are people who never stop evolving. Look at athletes like LeBron James, still playing at the highest level after 20 seasons because he invests millions every year into his health and performance. Look at entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, always pushing for the next big thing, from the iPod to the iPhone to the iPad. They don't just want to win once. They want to keep raising the bar. How to build a never-stop growing routine. 1. Read and learn daily. High achievers treat education like a daily workout for the brain. Even 10 minutes of reading every morning compounds over time. 2. Review your results. Once a week, look at what's working and what's not. Adjust, improve, get better. 3. Stay humble. No matter how successful you get, stay a student. Ask questions. Listen more than you talk. 4. Keep challenging yourself. Sign up for something that scares you. Run that marathon. Start that business. Give that speech. Legacy over lifestyle. High achievers think bigger than just money or fame. They think about impact. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't fight for civil rights just for himself. He fought for generations he would never meet. Entrepreneurs like Sarah Blakely, Spanx founder, build companies not just to get rich, but to inspire other women to dream bigger. Your life is bigger than you. Your story can inspire your kids, your neighbors, your community. What do you want to be remembered for? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what do you want people to say about you? That you worked hard but played it safe? Or that you went all in on your dreams and changed lives along the way? The choice is yours. Consistency is the ultimate power. Anyone can work hard for a week. Anyone can stay focused for a month. But the ones who win big are the ones who show up every single day, even when it's boring, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody is cheering. Champions are not made in the spotlight. They are made in the dark when no one is watching. Your final challenge. Here's what I want you to do. Write down where you want to be 1 year from now. Write down who you want to become 5 years from now. Take one action every single day to move closer to that person. You won't always feel motivated, but if you stay consistent, you'll become unstoppable. You now have the mindset of a high achiever. Own your mind. Embrace the struggle. Stay laser focused. Take massive action. Never stop growing. This is not just motivation. This is a blueprint for building the life you were meant to live. Emotional send-off. Listen, your future self is counting on you. Your family, your kids, your community, they need you to step into your full potential. You've been given one shot at this life. Don't waste it. Take everything you've heard today and put it into action, because one day you'll look back on this moment and realize this was the day everything changed. Thank you for watching The Storyteller. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs it today. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. And come back tomorrow, because we're just getting started. You have greatness inside you. Now go out there and prove it.